Hi, it's Bill Price from howtolanguages.com, and I am here to kind of give a glimpse into what I've been working on for the last couple months. Haven't been updating the blog quite that much, but if you've belonged to my Facebook page, I've seen lots of updates, things for sale. I've been working on quite a few books lately. Some of the latest ones here I want to talk about. This is my language journal, and it is specially designed for language learning. It's a journal, and what it is, it's for 90 days to track 90 days worth of work. And so what you got, it starts out with, this language learning journal belongs to, this is the language I'm learning, this is the date I'm starting. Also goes into here's statement of motivation and kind of gives you something to dedicate yourself to, come back to whenever you're struggling and saying, why am I even doing this? This statement of motivation and dedication is what you should read to set yourself up for success. So each day consists of this page, which you can see has mini goals for today, has what you're doing for listening practice, speaking practice, reading practice, or writing practice. Use as many of these as you want if you are looking for a really well-rounded schedule, and this will be covered too in a future book, but any readers of my blog have gone through kind of my philosophy of scheduling. So if you're looking for something really well-rounded, you would probably include all four of these elements. If you're looking primarily for having a conversation with somebody, maybe just some speaking and listening practice, I always recommend at the very least listening practice. That is, to me, exceptionally important because no matter how well you can speak, read, or write, if you can't understand what anyone's saying to you, how far can you get? So each day has this page and this page. So this page has room for vocabulary, all the new vocabulary words that you're learning that day. It also has a section for reflection on today's studies. So you can kind of write there what you did well, what you wish you could have improved on a little bit, how you felt that day, and then a spot for recording total hours and minutes that you've devoted that day to learning. So basically the entire book is 90 days worth of those two sheets. So, My Language Journal, it's available on Amazon. Just search My Language Journal. It's also available on howtolanguages.com/shop. So you could pick that up there. And a few months ago, I came out with German Cryptograms, and then Volume 2, since Volume 1 did so well, and it really did. These are fantastic books. I'm also going to be coming out with at least French, Spanish, Portuguese, Italian of the Cryptograms. So another new release just last week is 4 Brothers Grimm fairy tales in 6 different languages. So there's 4 different fairy tales from English, German, French, Spanish, Italian, and Portuguese. All 4 of them are translated into all 6 languages. So in total, there's 24 stories in here. And they're not very long, so they're actually really, really good for sitting down, and regardless of what language you're learning or learning from, as long as it's one of these 6, obviously, then there's stuff for you. What I really like about this is that it allows you some triangulation, whereas you could say you just learned French, you feel very comfortable with your French, but you're trying to learn German. You can learn German from the French. You can read through the German, compare it to the French, and it doesn't have to be an English-based sort of learning launchpad. So this I thought was pretty handy. And my first books came out a few months ago, which you guys may already know. These are the Tiny Topics in Language books. I only have here the German and the Portuguese. We also have French and Spanish and Italian. And basically what they are is, this one is music vocabulary. So it's all the music vocabulary you could ever sort of hope to want to talk about. You see some of that here. There's quite a bit of vocabulary throughout this book, and what's fairly unique about it is once you learn those vocabulary, there's word searches and scrambles, and you've got quizzes in the back, tons and tons of material here. The German version has some crossword puzzles. It's the only one right now that has those. Had some formatting issues, but it is basically, you're looking at maybe 12 pages of vocabulary, intensive vocabulary, and then 70, 80 pages worth of puzzles, fun games, word games, things that really drive and stick that vocabulary into your head. So look for more of those. I'm looking at releasing ones to talk about politics, soccer, other sports, maybe some point like lifestyle and diet, health, fitness, that sort of stuff. Just basically I'm looking for niches, tiny niches that people like to talk about as hobbies. I personally made one for myself about chess because I really like chess, but chess isn't quite as popular as I'd like it to be. So really that's all I wanted to show you today. As more stuff comes out, I'll make more videos. I may make a couple more videos with more in-depth information on some of these, but I just wanted to kind of let you know what I've been working on and where I'm headed. The next few things I come out with will probably be less based on individual languages and more broadly language learning based. So stick with me.